What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I just had to run into my local home store because we had to pick up some stuff for this project we're starting today. I'm sure you know exactly what it is just by looking at the title of the video and the thumbnail, but I had to pick up pocket hole jig. I've never used one of these before, and I know a lot of people frown upon the pocket holes, but what we're building today does not require any structural integrity. So it basically just has to hold a couple of dog bowls and some food and some water. That's it. So we're gonna see how that goes. I thought it would be a good day to work out in the garage and build something, since today it's supposed to be stormy. At least that's what the forecast says, if we're gonna get some storm later. But we do have some other stuff we need to do before we get started on this project. First of all, we need to go get breakfast, and then we're gonna go help my grandma move, and that's pretty much it. And then we'll be able to get started on this project. So thank you for watching my last couple videos. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy it. Come along. Jake Sweeney?
Yeah,
Is it Jake Sweeney or Jake's Weenie?
Jake Sweeney. Jake Sweeney. That sounds so weird. Jake Sweeney.
You like your bacon crisp?
Yes,
just
please.
regular?
Yep.
What are you drinking?
Oh, water, just water. Thank you.
I know it's a bit low gas first thing in the morning.
Thank you. All right, pulling up to Grandma's house really soon. Just had breakfast. That was great. They took forever though. Took way too long, so we're running about 45 minutes late. No big deal. We're moving Grandma. She's literally just moving down the hall, so this ought to be easy. We're literally moving her from one apartment to another, so shouldn't take too long. Just moving a lot of the big stuff. She'll move some of the little stuff with the help of my mom and my aunt and things like that. So we're just there to lend our muscles, right, Gabe? Show us our muscles. Yep. All right, we should have left you at home. Sorry we're late.
Okay, you made this, I remember.
Hello.
I can do it slower. That's what Jasmine looks like.
You're not better than you.
No way I do it better than you guys.
That's going in the vlog.
Oh no!
All right, so we're done helping Grandma out. Got her moved. She didn't have a whole lot of stuff, so that was pretty easy, and we had a lot of help. There was a lot of us there helping. Look, there's a rainbow in Pokemon Go. I actually hear the severe weather siren. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Probably just hear my car. Sounds like severe weather's coming. So yeah, we gotta get back home really soon. Gabe was a lot of help helping Granny move, and
I got $5.
yeah, Granny rewarded you with $5 for helping. Yes.
Ready to roll out?
Roll out.
Oh, I can't choose.
Those are Yu-Gi-Oh?
Those are 3. That's 4. Put it together, $7.
You only get one. These are magic. These aren't even Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, well, I'm done.
You can get this one. This one. Look, there's probably some behind there too. Nope. Oh, this.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one. Okay, I need to do it one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You should work here. Oh my gosh! Look, $7.24 for these bowls. I think we can find them cheaper. Where should we go?
Maybe the Dollar Tree.
Let's try it.
Maybe.
In the garage, I went through some of my scrap lumber. I was able to find this. I think I'll use this for the top. I have no idea what it's made out of, but it's plenty long enough. Let's see here. We got the bowls. We've got the bowls. They're gonna fit nicely. So this is the lumber. I'm thinking we're gonna do probably 24 inches. That should be good here. 24, 26 maybe, plenty long enough. So let's start getting it measured out.
Instrument.
Since this is 24 inches and we want these to be centered, right? We want these to be perfect, right? That's what we do. Since this is 24, what's half of 24?
24 is 12.
Okay. So we're gonna make a mark at 12, a mark at 12 up here. Like that. Now watch this. We're gonna be able to find the exact center by doing this. It's the exact center. 8 minus we have to minus this lip, which is about a quarter of an inch. Well, no. It's actually about a half an inch. So about 7. So we're gonna have to do like a 7 inch. That's wood right. Yeah. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So basically what I did is, I know it's gonna be 24 inches long. So I measured 24 across, cut it in half, which is 12 inches. And then I drew these X's. That tells me where the exact center of each one is. And then I used this compass, which is compass is kind of garbage, but I knew I needed it to be 7 inches across. So I stuck it to 3.5. 3.5 and 3.5 is 7. And I drew my circles. So those are the circles. Those should be just fine for these bowls. The bowl is actually 8 inches long, but with the lip is about, I think, a half of an inch. The bowls are gonna be a little big, but we want it to sit right on this lip here. We don't want it to be falling through the hole. So I think we're ready to start cutting. We're gonna start cutting this edge. Hopefully my chop saw can cut through that. So we got a lot of the sanding done. The inside of the holes didn't matter too much. You can tell they're not perfectly round. But really the sanding, I wanted to get along the edges and around the corners. I wanted to really round those over because this thing will be sitting at about shin height. So we're gonna be walking past this a lot and you don't wanna get caught on the shin with one of these pointy edges. So I really just used the sander, rounded it over. Now if you have a router, you can use a router bit and do a round over little edge here, and that'd probably make it a lot better. I don't have a router at the moment, so sandpaper, a little sander or something does the trick. But yeah, I think we're ready to move on to the legs now. All right, so this is what we're using for the legs. It's very similar to what we used on the top. We're gonna paint the legs, so it really doesn't matter too much what you're using here. This is just what I had laying around the shop. Now, if you just wanna use regular plywood, as long as it's good quality plywood, that's totally fine. I think we're gonna make our legs about 12 inches tall. Just because our dog's not a huge dog and I don't think she's gonna get much bigger. But obviously if you have a bigger dog, you can scale this up a little bit, make it a little bit taller. So we'll get started on that. All right, so I got the legs laid out here. You'll see it's at a slight angle here, about an inch longer at the bottom than it is at the top. This is how I'm gonna cut the legs out here. Just a slight bevel here on the corners. You'll really get to see what it's gonna look like when it starts coming together, but that's how it looks at the moment. So we'll start cutting on the legs now. All right, I got the legs done, so you can get an idea of what it's gonna look like. Now that I have it set up, it's obviously not put together, but I'm thinking about cutting the legs down a little bit. I think if I cut a little off the top there, I just think it's a little too tall for it now. So we're gonna cut it down a little bit, and then we're going to make some aprons that'll go along the side here to kind of give it some structural support. So we'll get started on that now. All right, I think we got everything cut as far as the cutting goes. Obviously it's not put together, but you can see what it's gonna look like when it does get put together. I think now we just need to finish up on some sanding, and then we can start on the pocket holes. All right, so I got everything ready. I haven't drilled the pocket holes yet, but I did a little test piece because I've never used a pocket hole jig before. So I think I've got it figured out here. So now I'm ready to actually use it on the actual project. So let's get started on that.
Cool.
All right, so that's pretty much it. It's all assembled now. I'm gonna take it out here so you can kind of really see it. Obviously, we're gonna stain it and paint it still, but that's kind of gives you the idea. Last thing I wanna do though, is I think I'm gonna make some sort of decorative emblem or something here with her name on it. I'll be able to put her name right on the front of it. So maybe a bone, the shape of a bone or something. Cut that out and put that on the front, and then, yeah, then I think we're ready to paint. Let's see. Oh yeah, that'll look good. Have her name right across the top of it. All right, let's get to the staining and the painting, and then we'll be all finished. All right, this is my collection here. What color should we paint the legs? First of all, I need to see if I have any stain. Oh, here we go. I think I had some stain left. Oh yeah. So that'll be the stain for the top. You know what? Should we do the color we did the mailbox? It's more of this, it's like an off-white. Or should we do it a dark color? I don't think I have anything else. Well, I use this lacquer though too, I think, for the top. Yeah, we'll do it with the light color first. If I don't like it, I can always go over the light color. It's easier to go over light colors than it is dark colors. So that's what we'll do. We'll do this light color for that. a stain and then a lacquer over the stain. Okay, what do you think about that? Good start? The stuff is still good. No, it's been up there for a while.
Yeah. Still good, right?
I think so.
Looks really good. It's already looking good, Dad.
I think so.
Oh yeah. That looks good.
All right, so it's pretty much done. Really, the only thing we have left to do, we're gonna put some lacquer over the top of it just to protect the top because my dog drools a lot. So a little lacquer on the top will help a lot. We also need to finish the bone with her name on it. So you'll see what it looks like when it's all done. But this is where we're at now. Like I said, we're gonna have to work on some lacquer. But yeah, and I like the contrast. I still have it taped up because we're doing the lacquer right now. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so there it is, guys, the finished product. I really am happy about the way it turned out. Obviously, it's stuff that I used that was just laying around in my garage, so it's not the best thing in the world, but from just scraps and stuff. The only thing I bought were the bowls. Obviously, I had to buy the jig, which I needed anyways. I like to have extra tools around, so having a pocket hole jig is something great to have around. But yeah, there it is. Gabe's happy, right?
Yeah.
Well, that turned out good. He helped me a lot with this project, and it was fun hanging out with him in the garage today. If you guys like this, let me know in the comments, because I want to make more things like this. I have other things in mind that I want to start building, and Gabe has a few things in mind that he wants to build. So if you enjoyed this, please, please, please leave a comment. Let us know, and we'll try to continue doing these sort of things in the future. So, do you have anything you want to say before we say goodbye to this video?
Subscribe to my channel. The channel is Game Boy Gabe.
Link in the description. Check out his channel. We're playing Fortnite over on his channel. So check it out and subscribe to Gabe. All right, so thanks for coming along with us. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us today, and we'll see you on the next video.